Welcome back to your favorite channel, PBC, PBK, Pelican Bay K9s, giving it to you like I always do, man. Big salute and big shout out to all the brothers and sisters across the world, man. Taking care of these pets from one side of the globe to the other side, like I always say. You know how I give it. I give it uncut and raw, man. Uncut and raw. Fair and unbiased. You know what I'm saying? Some gonna like it, some ain't. Y'all hit that like button up. Big thank you, big shout out to all the brothers and sisters down in that chat right there. You know what I'm saying? We got some dog talk to talk about and some serious things to talk about. We're gonna talk about, first we're gonna start this thing off by talking about why yard visits today's time is irrelevant, why people don't get yard visits, why you shouldn't even really do virtual yard visits. When I mean virtual, I mean video yard visits. You really got to be careful when it comes to certain things, but we're going to speak on it. I'm going to let you watch this video real quick first, and then we're going to get our talking points from there. You know what I'm saying? But sit tight, man. I hope everybody had a great day. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all rooting for them Commanders tonight. You know, I hope you got your money on them at least. You know what I'm saying? And not them Falcons, you know. But, hey, it just is what it is, man. Let's check this video out. The first thing I'm going to say, you know, when it comes to dog thieving, you know what I'm saying? When we look at that video, those guys went straight to the dog that they wanted, you know, and as I, slow the video down and blow it up for you, you can see that the dog that they took was a pregnant female, at least one of them. It was two fellas on the video. Now, my thing is, they already been to that yard before, you know? They already been to the yard before. People don't come through the woods to get your dogs if they haven't been to your yard before. Now, the only way they, like I said, it don't have to be actually there, physically there. They could have went to your yard virtually because you showing your whole landscape, you know? And they may already have a picture of your area without actually seeing your yard, but they know the outside area. Now you come on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you're going, you're not thinking about all that, and you just trying to show this and show that. So now they got the visual of the outside, and you gave them the visual of the inside. You see, yard visits is not needed in today's time with the mentality that some of these brothers have with these dogs. They too dog greedy. You know what I'm saying? They're willing to do anything for a dog, and then imagine they going to risk their life for a dog that's a cur. You know, I mean, it's really out of control. It's been like this, and it's nothing that just started. You know what I'm saying? But when people start going in your yard, man, it's always the people you know. You know, at least in the 90% margin, somewhere around there, it's always the people you know. And then you have your little 10% of the ones that straddle onto it, just wander onto it, or for the most part, it's always the ones you know, even if it's folk you talk to, you know, on throughout that social media and all that stuff like that. So, man, I mean, I don't really see where it's relevant nowadays, because you doing yourself more harm than you are good. You want to sell puppies or you want to sell dogs, and back in the days, brothers took pride in walking you around and showing you this dog. That's so and so off this Jeep dog, or it's so and so off a Bolio dog. Like, it's different now, man. The whole time when I'm taking you around, you know, you plotting to come back and take certain things, you know. And if it's not that, these brothers videotaping stuff. If a brother give you permission to videotape his yard tour, that's cool. But if not, videotaping, and right now you can't find a camera if somebody really want to videotape the yard tour. You can have a camera all kind of ways, and they won't be able to find it. So it's not worth it, man. Not no yard tours. These brothers out here is not trustworthy enough in this dog game to be talking about a yard tour, but everybody see it different ways. Like I said, everybody live in different places. Some people don't have a neighbor for 100 miles. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people who got neighbors within 10 feet. They side houses connected to the neighbor, so they don't got no whole bunch of room. So like I said, man, be careful. It ain't all the time got something to do with, you don't want to show your dog houses, or you don't want to show this or that. Man, listen, man. If these brothers want to rock with you, they're going to rock with you regardless. You know what I'm saying? All that want to see this and see that, they ain't spending no money. You know what I'm saying? And the brother who's spending money, they don't care about none of that stuff. Yeah, it's cool, and they don't mind seeing it if it came up. But they don't care about it the way the ones who not spending care about it. It's the ones who not spending, the ones who want to go out there and pay $250 for a Pitbull. It's them the one that want to get the yard tours. I want to send a big, big thank you to the brother Paul Johnson, the brother Ken Lightning, for donating to the channel, supporting the channel just the other night. You know what I'm saying? Big thank you to y'all brothers, man. And big thanks to everybody that supports the channel. Now, another thing I want to speak about is it was a European dog investigation going on, dog bust, over the past few weeks as well. And what happened, I'm trying to get the video and the information on it, but it's if you can get that BBC TV and nobody in America can get it, the app won't even play here in America. But it's on that. And what happened, it was some type of glitch in the computer system, like the internet or something, and it uncovered a dog fighting ring. Some type of glitch in the system, it says, and the glitch uncovered a dog fighting ring. And they got a whole investigation, or they made arrests in different parts of Europe. So I'm trying to get the like all the information on that, and I'll give it to you when I get it. But when I try to get the BBC, it said, the app that they got, it's some type of TV app they got. You can't have it here, or not necessarily have it. The app don't play here in America. So I got to figure out another way to get to the information. But yeah, it went down, man. And like I said, when it comes to yard tours, it's just, if it was like the old days, you know what I'm saying? And that's how things have changed so much, man. Because, it was a lot of people back then with dogs. And people trust them to come on the yard, but it wasn't all this technology, right? And it ain't the technology that's really messed the yard tours up. It's the people themselves. You know what I'm saying? The stealing part, people don't, the video part, we haven't had enough people yards videotaped unwillingly to be up here arguing that point. But when it comes to dog thieves, people lose their dogs all across the country every day. You know what I'm saying? So that's the main reason, man. Folks just can't trust you to be on their property, or even come near their property, or feel comfortable around their property. You know what I'm saying? And it just is what it is. It is what it is, man. I do want to say, like the post that I dropped, if you paid attention to the post I dropped when I was talking about the weather on this side of town, man, we had, over the past few weeks, we done had 2 hurricane scares, and now we're going through a nor'easter. It's not supposed to rain for the next, I guess, few days to the week or so. But man, it been raining, damn near for a week straight. And that's where having a treadmill come into play at. You know what I'm saying? For anybody who got treadmills or anything like that, when you can't get out and because of the weather, You can get you still get your exercise on the treadmill, the dog wise I'm talking about. You know, still get your exercise on the treadmill. So that's one way where the treadmill be outside road work, is because no matter the weather, you can still get that dog to do some type of exercise. With road work, you may get a real superior exercise in, but the weather can change how your days go. You know what I'm saying? If you say if it's real cold, you good. You can take the cold, but if it's real snowy and icy and it's maybe a little too cold, the dog might be alright, but you can't take it. You gonna be like, man, I'm going in. When you can just have him on a treadmill and you can be watching a movie while he exercising. You know what I'm saying? So a treadmill do come in handy when it comes to the weather, but when it comes to superior work, the road work is always gonna outweigh the treadmill. You know, just simply different terrains, going uphill, going downhill, unlevel terrains, just seeing so many different things, hearing so many different noises, you know, being alert, being aware, plus the bonding time. You know, so road work will always be superior over just your basic treadmill, you know. But I will say, these brothers know how to use them treadmills to make some of them dogs look damn good. But looking good and really being in shape is two different things. You know, you can look good. Like them brothers say, you can look good, but you can't put out no effort. But when you're looking at him, he look like he'll go for 6 hours. Now, I was talking to Fat Bill on one of my videos, my last video, and I was speaking about, and I got to make this clear because he said something about, oh, I'm stupid, I'm dumb as a box of rocks. And see, I can't accept that from him because he ain't showed me nothing that he did that put him outside of that dumb box of rocks. Anybody can fight dogs. Anybody can condition a dog and work a dog for a match. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna have different levels to it. Yours might not be good as his, but it don't take no rocket scientists to fight no dog. See, what we doing in modern day time, none of y'all motherfuckers ever did with a dog. You know what I'm saying? It may not be nothing you want to do with a dog, but don't, at the end of the day, stay in your motherfucking lane. You know what I'm saying? What you did and what you known for doing, you know, it don't take, like I said, any 5th grade graduate can do it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody can do it. And it lets me know what kind of people you have around you. When I see you joking with busting out all that the Dixie flag stuff, all that stuff, I don't care about that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I don't do all that smiling in your face and all that stuff either. You know what I'm saying? I don't do all that, you know, because I know what it is down here. A lot of these brothers, like I said before, it's from all over. They don't understand and they can't peep certain things that can be said in a matter of 5 seconds that you don't peep and you overlook it because you're listening to a pedigree and you worrying about what they talking about this, about that. Like I said, PB K9s, 2025, man. We taking these dogs beyond the measures or the places that these brothers took them at in the past, man. You had these dogs stuck on one level. That's why these brothers stuck in one spot selling their dogs for this one certain damn price. Can't get past that $1,500 margin. Can't even get to $1,000 margin. That's why, you know, because y'all stuck in a bubble with these dogs, doing basic shit. You know what I'm saying? Basic stuff, man. And then your little minions get up there. Your little minions, like I said before, man, I don't do that house nigga shit. I don't do that cooning shit. I don't do none of that stuff.
He's a free man.
He's a different guy.
Yeah, he is.
He got all his own everything.
Yes, he does.
He might gotta come in and take over everything. Y'all no trouble.
You know what I'm saying? I stand on treating people right. We're gonna be out here in these dogs. We ain't gonna be out here lying to each other, trying to shit each other, fake breedings and all kind of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, you can't be damn got me about 20-some years and you ain't got a family of dogs.
We got us the gun line.
Tell them about the gun line, boss.
This is the gun line.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if I start right now, by the time I get your age, I can have a hellified family. If I want that. See, a family of dogs don't make me. I keep telling y'all, I make the family of dogs. We're going by two different things, see? A lot of y'all were looking for them pedigrees to save you out them drowning waters. When you can been save your damn self out them drowning waters. You ain't got enough heart to save yourself out them drowning waters. But y'all want to clown somebody, troll somebody, and talk about this and speak about some shit you ain't never had or can't afford or won't go buy. You know how many people tell me they want one of mellow yellow puppies when I breed them again? But what you think I'm selling them for? What you think? Oh, I wouldn't pay this. You ain't gonna have one either. And now I want to ask, about that weird jack stuff. Let's talk about the weird jack dogs. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard weird jack little mate brother got DOA'd by the yellow dog. How true is that? My brothers down in the chat, my sisters down in the chat, they know about that weird jack stuff. I get the actual name of the weird jack dog. He ain't not a weird jack dog, he's weird jack brother. In order to be a weird jack dog, you gotta come off weird jack. Whoever weird jack that is, they off the same letter. So, hey, that's a story to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I don't care to talk about Burns them or next brother and all that. They ain't up here with me trying to do this stuff legal. They ain't up here with me. When I say legal, I say, because, brothers hating and calling me all kind of names because I'm up here doing things the right way with these dogs. I can't help you up there messing up. I can't help you out there doing the wrong things, can't find your way. You know what I'm saying? I found my way a little while ago. And I said, all right, I'm going to do a thing like this. I ain't bothering nobody. When I get it off the news already. I done did this news for 3 to 4 years. Maybe 3, maybe 4, somewhere around that. And y'all ain't showed me one person that lost their dog because of Pelican Bay kennel yet. But all y'all mad because you can't hide that you got caught with them dogs. Then this brother say, the pot calling the kettle black. Listen here, dog. I sold drugs. Fat Bill was a drug user. He was an addict and I was the hustler. You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference, dog. And he no pot calling no kettle black. I'm not charged with dog fighting. I got drug charges. Like I said, he was the addict, I was the hustler. Or I had drug charges rather. And because I had a few dogs in the yard, literally a few dogs in the yard, I got harboring fighting dogs. Harboring animals for fighting, or harboring fighting dogs, however it went on the thing. Now, I signed my dogs over. I had 4 dogs, I signed them over. The day I got locked up, I signed my dogs over. When I was in jail, I signed my dogs over. Which was a mistake. But I'm looking at it like, what's more serious? I'm going to say it like this, right? You take what you want to take. I can't make this brother right here stand up and be a man. I can't make this brother right here feel the way I feel about anything. This not the type of society we live in. Everybody going to have their own opinions. Everybody going to feel how they want to feel. I have no problem with that. I'm dressing Fat Bill himself, none of his minions. I don't got no problem with none of them boys. They always welcome to come to my chat. They ain't gotta agree with me what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Fat Bill, welcome over there. You know, but we just don't do all that Dixie shit over here. You know what I'm saying? And when you try to play games, what the fuck you think I'm supposed to do? I'm from the South, big dog. You ain't gonna play them Dixie games with me. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're an older white man, older than me. You're not gonna play them Dixie games with me down south. You see, them New York brothers or them California brothers or them Texas brothers may feel some other kind of way. But deep south, you ain't playing them kind of, I don't take all that shit, you know, as jokes. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we have our problem at. You know? I seen what you was repping from the start. So you got a limited amount of shit you can say to me before I snap. You know what I'm saying? Playing it out. Like I said, you want to comment on me, you know, I guess you feel like I ain't gonna do shit, which I ain't. I ain't got no problem with you. I can say what I want to say. You know, get on my fucking level. You know what I'm saying? Get on my motherfucking level. Other than that, do like the rest of them and do like I tell the rest of them. Sit your old ass down somewhere while us brothers out here finesse this dog game. And play follow the leader and keep copying content like you're doing. Like you do with your boring ass YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? That's all you do, dog. You know? I don't need people to come up here and see you're gonna have people come on your panel and talk, or people to get down there, you chat and say this and say this and say that. But like I said, man, it's just a few things I can say that I ain't gotta hold this conversation no more. Your old ass ain't got a family of dogs. You see Fat Bill? You see what Tom Garner did? That's called make a family of dogs. And he from your era. That's what you call make a family of dogs. That's why you probably really don't like that man, because he did what you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? And y'all all tangled up in that same little web. You know, tangled up in that same little web. He did what you couldn't do. Build a family of dogs. And I use his name because I know that make you mad. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I was a hustler, you was an addict. Big difference, dog. Now, Dynamite, let me ask you this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't calling you Walk 'em all no more. You know, Walk 'em all don't exist, they don't exist. But you ain't them. You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this. You know, when you tell me about my channel, you know I'm doing my channel and what kind of talk I'm talking up here. But you don't decide to come up on my channel and talk, period, right? And you're not scared of a microphone because you DJ 30-something years probably. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't scared of no microphone, but you won't come up on my channel and show them same pictures that you got me blocked off your page showing, right? You won't come on my channel and talk about them dogs because you want to keep big you, little me over here. And this ain't that era, dog. It was never that era with you, you know? But that's what that name make you feel like. Having that name or calling yourself that name makes you feel like you bigger than what you really are. Because of the work somebody else put in. And like I said, there's only a couple questions you got to ask these brothers. Brother, what's so important about what you like about these dogs? You know, why should I buy one of these dogs from you? You know, what's good about the Big John line? What makes the Big John line different than the Bozak line? What makes the Big John line different than the Mayday line? Cross back to the Barracuda line, which got more Jocko stuff in it. What makes that? What makes it different than that? You know, ask these brothers this stuff. Put these brothers on the hot seat. I've been on the hot seat for 4 years with these damn lines. You know what I'm saying? 3 years. I'm going to take it back. 3 years. You know, 3 and some change. Because Mellow Yellow just turned 3 years old. You know, I've been on the hot seat 3 years with these dogs. And I've been rising to the occasion with these dogs. You know what I'm saying? Put these brothers on the hot seat. You know, it just is what it is, man. It just is what it is. Like I said before, when it comes to these dogs, nobody ain't giving me no information. You know what I'm saying? These brothers talk about this person telling me this and that person telling me that. Dog, if you wouldn't be lying, you ain't got to worry about none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to worry about it. Every lie you tell, you got to come back with another lie to hold it up. Another lie to hold it up. And another lie to hold it up. Why do I need to talk to a brother in North Carolina? Why do I need to talk to a brother in Tennessee? Why do I need to talk to a brother in Florida or Mississippi or Louisiana to get information about a Big John dog when I stay down 5 minutes down the damn street? Literally. And you stay an hour. Dynamite. The things that you did since you've been in the dog game, if we was in the streets, I would have laid you the fuck out. Or I'm gonna say it like this, right? If we was in the movies. If we was in the movies, that's the type of shit people in the movies get took out for. Going behind people's back, thinking your friends is my friends, or knowing your friends ain't my friends. Going behind people's back, hollering at anybody because you know me. Oh, because I know Pelican Bay. I'm trying to buy this. I'm trying. Dog, stop using my name for get in power. Make your own get in power. You know? I ain't out here working for you. I'm out here working for my damn self. But like I said, man, all I do is what I'm supposed to do with these dogs, take it to the limit. You know what I'm saying? All action, less talking. Like I said, man, when it comes to help from these brothers, that's why I go off the way I go off. You know what I'm saying? Because when it comes to help from these brothers, you know, it's all self. I could peep all that. Nobody, like I said, I ain't got, a motherfucker ain't came up and give me one Big John story knowing I got a damn podcast. And y'all ain't into dogs no more. Y'all ain't into dogs, and the other one, you know, he got on the dirty side posting every dog he can get an old school picture of. And like I said, this shit ain't gonna stop. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying? Soon as that little drop, boy, I'm gonna have some content. You know? And like I said, posting the same dogs off of different, same puppies, saying they off different this, different that. Man, listen here. It is what it is. PB K9s gonna keep it real with y'all, keep it raw, uncut, fair, and unbiased out there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't looking to fit in with you. I've been doing my thing since I've been a teenager. You know, win, lose, or draw. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose, sometimes I draw. But we're going live tonight, man. We'll be live tonight. So my brothers and sisters, you want to come up, hit that link, you know what I'm saying? To my brothers that be rocking with me all the time, or my sisters that be rocking with me all the time. You know, you can come up on that link. We'll be live tonight, man. Like I said, I hope everybody had a great day. Having a great day, had a great weekend. You know, just stay safe out there, man. Stay legal out there. And remember, where you got it from first. PB K9s on the PBC. And we out.